doing this. Okay? They said, sure, you're really missing out. They fly off to Mexico. My buddy and his guys drive all the way up in his utility van as far as they can into Canada. And this guy was a banker that was one of their friends. Most of them were from Shikland, 5 guys. So they rent their canoes, they drive 5 more miles, and it's one of these estuary lakes where it's lake, a mile, lake, a mile, lake. So they get their canoes, they start paddling, and a guy paddles back, coming back to where they launched, and he says, turn around, don't go another step, the fish aren't biting, I've had the worst 5 days of my life. If you trust me, turn around, I'm telling you this for your own good. What they do. Because any guy believes he's a better fisherman than the guy that just talked to him. Right, Bob? Wake up, Bob. So they keep paddling. They get there that night, and then I think it's called bivouac, when you throw the canoe on your shoulder and you walk.
Portage.
What?
Portage.
Portage. Bivouac, what's that? Alright, okay. It doesn't matter. Move on. Alright, okay. 2 minutes and I'm getting out of time. So the next morning, they camp there. The next morning, they put the canoes in the water. They go all the way on the big lake and they start throwing their lines out, and the fish aren't biting. So they go up to the island in the lake and they go, well, this way we're free from bears and everything's cool. These guys are such great fishermen, they only pack enough food for 3 days. You know what's coming. They eventually find fish that they can look down. This is Canada. They can see the fish. They're doing this with the bait. Not a fish was caught. Day 4 comes, they're almost out of food. And he called it rations. He didn't call it food. Okay? Their enjoyment comes to taking bed sheets on the beach of the island trying to catch minnows. He has a picture of minnows in the fry pan. Day 5, they trek back. It takes them a whole day. He said, Bill, I've never been so hungry in my life. Okay? It gets worse. They drive all the way home. Here come their wives, all suntanned and happy. Told them about what a wonderful vacation they had, but they only did one thing wrong. They ate too much of the food. There's your story. I told him he's a believer. In fact, his name is Tim Horty. He's the guy that helped with the tetherball pole. He's the guy that advised me before I met Philip on what to do with the speakers. And someday he's going to be here with us, to worship with us. But you see, the problem is, some of us are probably in that Canadian lake thinking we're okay. Thinking our rations are going to handle us out. People, each and every one of us can be thirstier, can be hungrier for the Word of God. I don't care who you are. Jesus is sitting on a mountain saying, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for me, and they shall be filled. We end. I think there's one more verse, yes. All right, we're there. I just want to share this last line, because if you're sitting there right now going, okay, I get it, but can I do it? If there's any of us there sitting there, here's our verse. I want you to stand and read this with me. We're at the end of our sermon. Here we go. For it is God who works in you, both to will and to work for His good pleasure. Janet can't do it on her own. Peggy can't do it on her own. None of us. Don't run out all your secrets. We love you. None of us can. Oh, sorry. Welcome back, Ernie. None of us can do this. But Jesus can. All we have to do is ask. How hungry and how thirsty do you want to be? Amen.
Bill, the outcome wouldn't have happened in court had God not done what he did in my heart.